right, so I on my little break there, I went ahead and finished my rows of dots. And so let's look at this element here. Get these X's out of here. Yeah, they're gonna come off. All right. So let's see. We're going to start with some brush strokes that are going to go from the bottom to the top. I'm just trying to think of colors that I want to use. Just use the, yeah, I'm going to use my pinks. I'm going to do 2 brush strokes. I'm going to do the lighter one on the outside first. So, starting at the bottom. You want to try not to touch the cone line with your paint. So if you need to scooch over a little bit, then that's fine. Don't get so close to it, because it's better to do that than to touch it, because it kind of looks ugly. I just did myself there a little bit. Find if I turn the board this way and come in this side for my stroke on this side here, it's easier not to touch the cone line than if I'm trying to do the brush stroke from this side here. Then the side of my brush wants to touch that cone line. I don't know if that makes sense, but once you're doing it, you might see what I'm talking about. So I turn my board around. One of them has my spit on it. dark pink. Let's put a dot or two. I'm just going to use the white tool. Dot here at the bottom of that brush stroke that you just did. Okay, and then back to brush strokes with the dark pink. Just on top of that pink dot there. I really love these brushes. I'm gonna have to message her and let her know. Okay. So now I think I'm just going to put a large dot in the center here and walk some dots around it. put some micro dots around and then walk a row of dots around it. So what color, what color, what color? I'm just going to use color number 3, Sea Breeze. And I'm gonna use an 8mm tool. Now we don't have a center guideline going down the middle, so if you want to be safe, you can draw one in real quick. You know, just go up the center of your petal. You can do that on all of them. And then where our big dot is going to go is going to be where that center guideline that you just made crosses this circle here. So in the crosshairs is where I'm going to put this 8mm dot. Again, using color number 3, Sea Breeze. I'm just going to put it right in the crosshair. And because this is a big dot, I'm going to double dot it. All right. Now I'm going to use my cone and micro dots around those dots. We're a little wonky. Again, if you are not using a cone, you can just use dotting tools, and if you don't want to do same size dots all the way around because it takes forever to dip dot, then just walk them around, and you can use whatever color you want. So you don't have to do it like this. You can just do like you normally do around a big dot with your walking the dots. I just like the daintiness of the ring of micro dots around them, around the bigger dots. Thanks. Somebody's got a little wonky. Going too fast. Okay, so now I'm going to walk some dots. I'm going to use the small end of my yellow tool, so my smallest stylus, and I'm going to use color number 1. Yeah, color number 1, the green. And I'm going to put a fatter dot at the top. So a nice juicy one at the top. And then dip dot. And then walk. So dip dot and then walk. Okay, so again, really load it up with paint, tap, tap, tap to get a fatter dot at the top. This is how I walk the dots. And then dip dot, dip again, and walk. But you can walk however you like to do it. strokes. Okay, and now using color number, I want to use coral for this, or do I want to use the green, number 2? The coral cloud's not my favorite color in the world. Kind of using it more as like an accent. I think it's got to be coral for this. All right, so here's what we're gonna do. Using the big end of the blue tool, I am going to, where am I gonna start with this? All right, you see where, trying to find where we can see. All right, you see where this guideline crosses this guideline. Same thing here, this guideline crosses this guideline. I want you to put, using the blue tool, coral cloud, a dot right in the top left quadrant of that, double dip it, of that cross. Same thing on the other side. And then take your needle tool, and we're just gonna make little comma swoops. So just like that. Just making little commas that swing around a little bit, because we're gonna come in and put another one that goes the other direction, okay? So top left quadrant, double dip. Just drag out a little tail. we're not overfilling the pattern because we want to be able to see the background. Actually, I think I'll do the reverse one in that color number 2 that I was contemplating using for these. So like this, same tool, color number 2, jadeite glass, and now you're just going to put a dot, tuck it right in the neck of the little guy that you just made. So right in there. And swing the tail around so that they're kind of like interlocking, like that. Ooh, this one's tight right here. Yikes. just need a dot here to call it a day. And I'm just gonna use my light pink blue tool, big end. I'm just gonna put a dot there. Okay. All right, so we just need to deal with this space here and then we'll be done. What I want to do, and it's going to take a little bit of time. So actually, I may not do all of them on camera. Let me just show you one or two. Let me do two of them. So I'm going to take the blue tool, big end, and I'm starting with the dark pink. And I'm going to put a dot right on that guideline. Double dot, triple dot. Take your needle tool. And you've got a circle here and then a circle here. Let's just bring this down to about halfway between those two circles. So just like, I'm doing a swoosh just like that. Just dragging the tail. Okay. Just dragging that tail about halfway between these two circular guidelines. And of course, do that all the way around the board. And then just keep moving to the left in your paint strip. So light pink, same tool. Now you're going to put your dot here. Double dip. And here. Double dip. And then you're going to drag like this. Start at the outside of the dot. Grab a tail, swing it in and down. That kind of wasn't a very good one. Swing it in and down. Like that. Maybe not that dramatic of a... Let's do another one. Let me do it without talking this time. My board is not smooth out here. So I'm swinging from the outside and then following that shape. See, these were a little wonky, but they're all right. All right, and then go to the left to the coral cloud. Put your dot next dot. And same thing, grab from the outside and follow the shape of the swoosh before. Like that. It's easier for me to turn it this way and come from this direction with it. And then keep going to the left. So I'm on color number 3 now. So I'm grabbing from the outside. Just taking that tail where I'm following the shape of the previous swoosh. Okay, and to the left again, color number 2. I love when it works out that the amount of colors I have fits right. The way it's supposed to. All right, you're really not going to be able to get the tail all the way to here now, but you just kind of want the effect of it going that direction, going there, so it just sort of disappears. And then color number 1. And that'll be our last one, which worked out perfectly in this space. I think these are really pretty. I like having this somewhere in pretty much every piece I do. I have an arc where I can, and I like them to be really wide like this. Sometimes I'll do them in the little arcs, and just 2 or 3 swooshes. It doesn't look as good as when you've got this many. Looks like a fan. It's really pretty. All right, so yeah, you're just gonna do that all the way around the board, and then we're done. I'm gonna go off camera, finish mine, and then I'll come back on and we'll wrap this up. Okay, so I have removed my guidelines best I could. Some of that dark blue pencil is not wanting to come off completely, but that's okay. And I want to come in and put a dot here at the bottom of each of these fan things. And I think I'm just gonna use my dark pink for that. And probably size 4mm rod. I'm just gonna put it at the bottom in that space right there. And that's it. You can, and I probably will, I'm just not gonna do it on camera, but hold on, let me finish this and then I'll show you. Looks so much better with all those guide markings off. Especially being that dark blue that I used. My board was a mess. Okay, you can with either your cone, if you're feeling comfortable with your cone now, or with your dotting tools, go in and detail a little bit by putting, you can put some micro dots here, 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 you know, like this. Little micro dots in those spaces there, all the way around. And then same thing between the dots in these rows here. You can go through and put micro dots above and below, you know, like you're used to doing. You don't have to, but it looks nice. Add a little detail to it. So that's it, and we survived. I hope you like it. I think it turned out pretty. And I'm here if you need me, so feel free. If you do attempt this and you do it, please, if you're not gonna post it, then please send it to me through private message. If you post it, tag me in it, because I would love to see how yours turns out. And this was fun, and we'll do it again soon. Bye, guys.